We are not rich by what we possess, but by what we can do without. Act in such a way that you treat humanity, whether in your own person or in the person of any other, never merely as a means to an end, but always at the same time as an end. All our knowledge begins with the senses, proceeds then to the understanding, and ends with reason. There is nothing higher than reason. Seek not the favor of the multitude. It is seldom got by honest and lawful means, but seek the testimony of few, and number not voices, but weigh them. Genius is the ability to independently arrive at and understand concepts that would normally have to be taught by another person. Enlightenment is man's emergence from his self-imposed immaturity. Immaturity is the inability to use one's understanding without guidance from another. Two things fill my mind with ever-increasing wonder and awe, the more often and the more intensely the reflection dwells on them. The starry heavens above me and the moral law within me. Morality is not properly the doctrine of how we may make ourselves happy, but how we may make ourselves worthy of happiness. Rules for happiness, something to do, someone to love, something to hope for. The people naturally adhere most to doctrines which demand the least self-exertion and the least use of their own reason, and which can best accommodate their duties to their inclinations. One who makes himself a worm cannot complain afterwards if people step on him. If the truth shall kill them, let them die. Look closely. The beautiful may be small. Innocence is a splendid thing, only it has the misfortune not to keep very well and to be easily misled. In all judgments by which we describe anything as beautiful, we allow no one to be of another opinion. Man must be disciplined, for he is by nature raw and wild. An organized product of nature is that in which all the parts are mutually ends and means. Space and time are the framework within which the mind is constrained to construct its experience of reality. Thoughts without content are empty. Intuitions without concepts are blind. Nothing is divine but what is agreeable to reason. He who is cruel to animals becomes hard also in his dealings with men. We can judge the heart of a man by his treatment of animals. Science is organized knowledge. Wisdom is organized life. I had to deny knowledge in order to make room for faith. Experience without theory is blind, but theory without experience is mere intellectual play. An action, to have moral worth, must be done from duty. All human knowledge begins with intuitions, proceeds from thence to concepts, and ends with ideas. Happiness is not an ideal of reason but of imagination. It is not God's will merely that we should be happy, but that we should make ourselves happy. A person is only a person when he has the power to make sense of his surroundings. Two things awe me most: the starry sky above me and the moral law within me. Out of the crooked timber of humanity, no straight thing was ever made. Live your life as though your every act were to become a universal law. Only he who, himself enlightened, is not afraid of shadows. The death of dogma is the birth of morality. With a lie, a man annihilates his dignity as a man. You only know me as you see me, not as I actually am. For peace to reign on earth, humans must evolve into new beings who have learned to see the whole. The busier we are, the more acutely we feel that we live, the more conscious we are of life. Better the whole people perish than injustice be done. Maturity is having the courage to use one's own intelligence. Great minds think for themselves. Do the right thing because it is right. The only thing permanent is change. It is never too late to become reasonable and wise.